and welcome. My name's Sam and this is The Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me on the first day of this particular stamp set of the week, Be My Valentine. This is a beautiful stamp set. It also comes with a punch which stamps out the bumblebee here and obviously a heart, but also will stamp out the heart here, which becomes the bee's wings. Now you probably think, she's a bit late to the party on that one, and I have to agree, it wasn't until I saw it had gone into the new catalogue that it really did push me to buy it. When it first came out, I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to get that, yeah, I'm going to get that, yeah, I'm going to get that, and I never did. And then, as I said, it came in the new catalogue, and I thought, you know what, somebody's telling me, you really have got to get that stamp set. So here it is. So as usual, what I have done is stamped it out onto a piece of white paper so I can see what we've got in total. So there are 24 stamps in total. Of course, there's 4 little faces, there's the heart, you've got some honeycomb, the wings, flowers, the bees, little bzz, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentiments in total. So actually quite a good stamp set for its money. Right, so let me bring in the card that we're going to create. Oh, she says coughing. Excuse me. So this is today's card. When I first saw the punch all those months ago, I saw this little shape here, and I thought, do you know what? It looks like a speech bubble. You know, like we get off a cartoon. And I thought, when I get that punch, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it into a speech bubble. But my speech bubble, so that it fitted better on the page, are slightly top heavy, if you see what I mean. So simple card to make. So I've got the for you. Inside on this one I've put happy anniversary, and the one we're going to do is going to be a happy birthday. So let me bring in the supplies. Right. So I don't know if you had seen in the previous catalogue, they had this beautiful paper, which I did purchase long before I purchased the stamp set, funnily enough. What I've got is 2 inches of this paper. It's 2 inches by, oh no, it's 2 inches by 2.5 inches, and that fits perfectly for the shape of the bee's body. Now obviously you can use this or any paper that you think is going to make your card work for you. I've stamped out a couple that I've already got. So I've got the honey pot there and the little bee there. I'll put those there. So we'll punch those out together in a minute. I have 2 pieces of white cardstock. Now this is an unusual size for me. This is a 3 1/4 by 5 inches. Then I have a layering piece, or 2 layering pieces, one in petal pink and one in poppy parade, and they are 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. And then again the not pretty in pink, that's the new colour, petal pink is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, so that's our normal size that we not use. And then we have our poppy parade in 5 3/4 by 8, and we'll fold in the 4-inch mark. So let's do that first of all. Fold that. So really, she says, stretching to get her bone folder. It's a lot of layering and embossing to make this card as effective as it is. Right, so that's the first thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first piece of card, and then I'm going to run it through my embossing folder. My tip is always make sure that the line on the embossing folder is facing up, and then you can put your card in level with the line so that you know that your card is straight. And also by having it up, facing up, you know that you're going to get the correct imprint on the right side of the paper you want. So bear with me while I quickly run that through the embossing machine. So this is it, ready to go. I've embossed it and take it off. and then it's in my paper. So I'm actually going to have the paper this way, so it looks like the tree trunks are coming down. That will then get layered onto my poppy parade. But before I do that, I just need to punch out the speech marks. So I've done 2, which I may or may not use, and the other ones I've got are, I won't need to use that one because we've already got one, so that puts that bit up there. I've already got that bit, so I don't need to use that bit, so that's up there. Oh, we're doing well here. So I've still got 4 pieces to go, and I only actually need 4 and 1 for the sentiment. Now I did, maybe I didn't. It's alright, I've got some scrap here, I can remove that, see if that fits. So let's open the punch. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my white cardstock, piece of scrap white cardstock. There we go, and that will have the sentiment on it. Then we've got the pieces of designer series paper. Now this is where direction is all important, so I want my flowers to be going that way. So I'm just going to pop that through like so, and you can just hold it in place when you're happy and then push. You got that one. Obviously you do have a few bits and bobs which you can just dispose of. Then I'm going to have the boxes, so that's the right way as well. Pop you in. Let's make sure you're straight. There we go. That's the next one. Now the next piece is the stripes, so I need to decide which way I want my stripes to go. Do I want my stripes to go that way or that way? I think I'm actually going to go with them this way. Let's just wriggle that down a bit. Come on, you. If it does get stuck, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can bring in your pointy tool, and then you can just move it around with your pointy tool if your finger won't allow it. So let's put that in there again, bring it down. There we go. Or if you can't, then the other way to do it is to attach a piece of post-it note to the side, and then you would be able to, let me show you, this piece doesn't seem to be working. Right, so sticky note here, put it on the underneath of your designer series paper, pop it through your punch. You've then got more use. This hand is obviously being able to move it around better, directional, and then you can just pop it down and then remove it quite easily. Okay, that's that piece. This piece has just got the piece of post-it stuck on it. I'll just exclude that. And then the last piece is our honeycomb. Let me just run that through there. And there we are, honeycomb. So for me, the hardest part is trying to work out which way I like it. So let's bring that over here. So I know we need the white, because that will have the sentiment on it. Let's have a look. So do I go with all flowers? So we put the red, and then a bit of honeycomb over here, yellow, and then you can put the, you can pick it up, the flowers there, and then I can pop that there. Well, I think I prefer that. That works good because the other one was with the bees, so this one is without the bees. So the back 3 all get stuck down with glue. So let's do that. Anybody cringing because I've cobbled up all the beautiful bees on the other side? It's weird when you get a designer series paper that you absolutely love. You find that you like both sides, or I know I do. And then I'm like, oh no, I'm covering up that pretty side, but I want this side. So I suppose it's good that most of our papers come in 12 by 12, and you get 2 sheets of each design. So you get the reverse as well. Okay, and then this one. Oh. I sometimes find that my glue, if I'd have had a very hot day, it just doesn't want to work particularly well. Nope, that's giving up the ghost for the moment. Bear with me, I'll just stretch across and get the other one. I always have more than one on the go, just in case. This is the exact reason. Lovely. Okay, so he's going to go there. Lovely. Okay, put the lid back on that. So this one is, he's going to go there. Where are you going to put him there? I thought I was going to use that side, but then I realised the flowers are the wrong way round. So it makes me turn it and think, do I use that one? Or do I use the bee? Then you've got two whites in the front. Or do I use the honeycomb? Gosh golly. Not the honeycomb, the... Okay, let's use the honey pot. So the honey pot's going to have a dimensional. Let's bring my dimensionals in. There we go. And just turn that over. I like to put one at the top. And then these pieces. Just around the side to give them a little support. Because obviously it's not as thick as the cardstock, so it can be a little bit more flimsy. Right, so let's pop that to there. You could bring it down slightly further down. Yeah. Right, let's take those off. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so before we put the dimensionals on this one, we need to stamp it. So I'm going to use Pebble Path, and I'm using the For You from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. Now this needs to be tilted just slightly, so rather than going straight down, you do need to tilt it so that it fits. There we go. And down. There we go. So they got the For You. So we can, oops, just going to blow on it very quickly, turn it over so I can put the dimensionals on the back. I think these ones have not been cut, so I'm just going to grab my scissors, and then I just snip them for use. There we go. Right, so let's take one of those, because that's slightly thicker, that can go at the top. Yep. And then I take one of these pieces and it will go down here. Right. Remove the backings. Stick that down. Now, while we have got the Pebble Path out, I want to stamp the sentiment for the inside. Just make you around. Yep, there we go. So I'm going to use the Pebble Path, as I said, and this time I'm using the Happy Birthday from the Sweetly script. And then that can go across, and then we can put the ink pad away. Now, because this is quite a long stamp rather than a large stamp, I still like to take the pad to the stamp rather than the other way. I don't think I've quite got the top there. That looks better. This Sweetly Scripted is fast becoming one of my favourite stamp sets, or stamp sentiments, should I say. Okay, so I'm going to work out, make sure that's straight. I think that's roughly where I'd like it to go. Straight down, straight up. There you go. And put that aside to dry, and then we can carry on building the rest of the card. So this is then going to be stuck down with the glue. No, I've picked up the empty one again. That's clever of me. Right, let's try again. That's better. So that's going to be layered onto the first piece of Poppy Parade. It gives you that little border of, or makes the border pop, should I say. Then we can layer that onto our larger of the two pieces of Petal Pink, which will go on there. There we go. Thought we were going to run out again there. So that's now layered there. And then we pop that onto our base card, which again is the Poppy Parade. That goes there. I don't usually use all these layers, but sometimes it's quite effective. I am loving these colours together, I have to say. There we go. Now the smaller of the Petal Pinks is for layering the Happy Birthday on. That goes onto there. And then that can go inside. Again, with the glue. What would our crafters do without glue, eh? Amazing stuff. And then that fits into there. Just need to wriggle it a bit. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, so that is our card for today. And that's the one I did previously. So which do you want? Prefer the one with the bees or the one with the flowers? I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope you like that card. I'm back again on Wednesday for our second card. So do join us then if you'll be able to. I'd love to have you. Whatever you do for the rest of the time, take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye.